To have a very good score in the UTME exam, you need to combine brilliancy plus smartness. The reason is that there are a lot of traps that JAMB set for students, and anyone that falls into that trap is gone. One of those traps is the question I want to quickly solve for you now. Look at this question. This question was set in year 2013. Specifically, the question number was 25. And if you to know how important that question is, the question was also repeated in year 2016. Look at what the question says. What volume in cm cube? That's the trap. What volume in cm cube of oxygen would be evolved at the anode when a current of 5 ampere is passed through a solution of acidified water for 193 seconds? To solve this question, it's very, very simple. Solution. The first step we need to take is to calculate the quantity. Q equals to the product of current and time. So what's the current here? The current is 5 ampere. Then the time is 193 seconds. So to get the quantity in coulombs now, we have 5 multiplied by 193 seconds. Then the quantity will give us what? 965 coulombs. 965 coulombs. That's the first step. Now we need to change this quantity to farad. 1 farad of electricity is equivalent to 96,500 coulomb. Now if 1 farad will give us 96,500 coulombs, how many farad will give us the 965 we got here? Then we have to cross multiply. By crossing multiply, we have 965 times 1 equals to x times 96,500. So divide both sides by coefficient of x. 96,500, 96,500. In short, x equals to 0.01 farad. Whenever you are solving any problem on electrolysis, have it in mind that your first bus stop is to get the quantity of electricity in farad, in Faraday. Are you getting it now? You get it in coulomb, then you get it in Faraday. Is that got to now? Now, one thing that is very, very important in electrolysis is that you must have a very good theoretical knowledge before you can bring it into calculation. Are you getting it now? We now go back to the question now to look at what type of electrolysis do we have here. They are talking about the electrolysis of acidified water. So the specific example of electrolysis we have here is what? Electrolysis of acidified water. What are the components of electrolysis of acidified water? The component of electrolysis of acidified water is tetrasulfate 6 acid plus H2O. Larger quantity of water is mixed with a very small quantity of acid. Are you getting it now? Acidified water is also known as dilute acid. When larger volume of water is added to smaller quantity of acid, what we've done to the acid is that we've diluted the acid. What we have done to the water is that we have acidified the water. Is that got to now? Now in this case now, the ions that will struggle for preferential discharge are the cathode. We have hydrogen ion from H2SO4, hydrogen ion from water. Then at the anode, we have hydrogen ion from water, hydroxide ion. Sorry. At the cathode, hydrogen ion from H2SO4, then we have SO4 2 minus. Are you getting it now? At the anode, we have hydrogen ion and OH minus. The combination of hydrogen and sulfate radical is what gives us tetrasulfate acid. The combination of hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion is what gives us what? Water. Are you getting it now? So they are now asking us that what volume of oxygen will be liberated. Our problem now is between hydroxide and SO4 2 minus, which one will be preferred by the anode? That is why you have to know the rule of preferential discharge of ion. Are you getting it now? For the preferential discharge of ion, I have a code for it. If you can subscribe to this channel, I'm going to talk about that in the next video. We have popular scientists can make a zoom in the low humid country more satisfactorily good. For the anode, we have only Idowu brought clay, not sand for you. If you know how to use that code, which I'm going to be explaining in one of our subsequent videos, provided that you subscribe to this channel, hydroxide will be preferred ahead of SO4 2 minus. Are you getting it now? So now, at the anode, OH minus plus 1 electron will give us OH. But OH will never be like this. OH is a radical. So OH plus OH will give us H2O plus O. We need oxygen gas, not oxygen atom. O plus O will give us O2. Okay, in that regards, let's bring O2 back into this equation. OH plus OH to give us H2O plus O2. Now, is the equation balanced? No. Let's put 2 here, 2 here. We now have 2 oxygen atoms, 2 oxygen atoms. 2 hydrogen atom, 2 hydrogen atom, making 4 hydrogen atom. Let's put 2 here. 2 times 2, that's 4. 2 times 1, that is 2. 2 plus 2, 4. The equation is now balanced. So in that regards, 2 moles of hydroxide plus another 2 moles of hydroxide ion will give us 4 moles of hydroxide ion to give us 2H2O plus oxygen gas. Now look up. If 1 mole of hydroxide can give us 1 mole of electron, it means 4 moles of hydroxide will give us 4 moles of electron, and that will give us 2H2O plus oxygen gas. I hope you are with me. 4 mole of electron is going to liberate 4 farad of electricity. 4 farad of electricity is now giving us 1 mole of oxygen gas. And please listen to something here. 1 mole of any gas at STP will occupy a volume of 22.4. So the question is, what volume of oxygen is CM cubed? So this is at STP. Are you getting it now? If you look at the question, there is STP in the question. Standard temperature and pressure. Now, since oxygen is a gas, the volume of 1 mole of oxygen gas will give us 22.4 dm cubed. So automatically we are going to have 4 farad of electricity will liberate 22.4 dm cubed. But now listen, 4 farad is not what we are given. The quantity of farad we generated from our calculation is what? 0.01 farad. I hope you are with me. So if 4 farad will give us 22.4 dm cube, then 0.01 farad will be equivalent to x. Now let's cross multiply. 4x equals to 0.01 multiplied by 22.4. In short, our x will be equals to 0.056. But this 0.056 is what? Is it in dm cube or in cm cube? This is where the trap comes in. Are you getting it now? Here, I said 4 farad will be equivalent to 1 mole of oxygen gas. Then I say 1 mole of any gas, not only oxygen this time around. At STP, we occupy a volume of what? 22.4 dm cube. The unit here is dm cube. So the unit here will also be dm cube. Now, this is the psychology behind it. Look at the option here. What is option A? 0.056, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Now imagine you pass through all this stress and the answer you get happen to be what you see in option A. What will you do? You will pick it without a second thought. But the question has initially set a trap for you. What volume is cm cube? Meaning that they do not need the answer in dm cube, and for you to fall into that trap better, they didn't bother to put any units at the answer, behind the answer. Are you getting it now? So that you will put all your 2 legs inside the trap. I hope you are getting it. Now, you now need one more step to arrive at your final answer here. And what's that step? The step is 1000 cm cube is equivalent to 1 dm cube. Then x cm cube will be equals to 0.056 dm cube. When you cross multiply, your x will be equals to 56 cm cube. And the right answer to this question is option D. Look at that trap. They set the trap for you. After passing through a very long stress, you got what is in option A. But the right answer is what is supposed to be in option D. Do you get it now? That is UTME examination for you. You need to combine smartness plus brilliancy. If UTME give you 2 and 3 as the parameter you have in the question, maybe physics or chemistry or mathematics, any subject you need to do calculation, option A will help you add it to get 5. Option B will help you to divide it to get 3/2. Option C will help you to multiply it to get 6. Then option C will help you to subtract. Option D will help you to subtract it to get 1 or -1. Do you now see that you cannot beat JAMB? That is why you have to be sure of everything you want to do right before you enter the examination hall. Is that got to now? Now, you will know that this is another trap. How is it a trap? If instead of choosing hydroxide here, you mistakenly choose SO4 as the compound that will be preferentially discharged, where you add 4 farad here, you are going to have 2 farad. Do the calculation with 2 farad, you will get 0.224 in dm cube. If you change 0.224 to cm cube, you will get 224 cm cube. I hope you understand this logic now. That is why when you are writing UTME exam, you just have to be very, very careful of the trap. In some of our